All right, math take 5. Here we go. Pull up your math page for me. I'm going to try this again. Try and try it till we get it right.
This is video take 2.
Math video take 2. That's right.
Take 2. Take 1. Thank you.
And we almost got it.
What's up, Jeremiah? Let me see. What's up, Jeremiah? Yeah, what's up?
Sure.
Hey, Jeremiah. Here's right there.
And here we are. Bringing it up. You're looking at your math page for today. And today's math is a little bit different. It's AM and PM. What does AM mean? You can tell me what AM means, Jeff.
In the morning?
In the morning, exactly. And what does PM mean?
Me.
Brianna, please, yeah, but please don't shout out like that, okay? Deal?
Jeremiah.
All right. So the title of this is AM and PM. What about the term elapsed time? What is elapsed time? Does anybody know what that means? KJ. What does elapsed time mean? You're kind of right, darling. It means how much time has gone by. Brianna, I need you facing front.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And Austin, are you ready to listen and go with math today? All right, so the first thing, as always, is please put your name and the date up at the top. Pretty easy stuff. Name and date. Today is 9/9/20. Okay. So if we look up in our information boxes, you see that AM means this. I need somebody to read this for me. Kylie. AM is to noon. I hear talking. Morning. The time from midnight until noon is called the morning. And Jamia, I'm going to have you read this part. Ready?
Yes.
Go.
So,
Time from noon
to
midnight is
is
afternoon or
or
evening. Okay. So we have AM and we have PM. Do we go to school in the AM or the
No.
PM?
in the morning.
PM. We go to school in the PM. And what is something that we do in the, no, we don't. We don't go to school in PM. When do we go to school?
Not.
In the morning. We're here a little bit in the PM, afternoon, aren't we? But we come to school in the morning. What's something that we do at night? PM, very late PM.
Sleep all day.
We sleep at night. We do.
I
We
leave
sleep
at
at night.
4.
All right, that brings us to the directions, and we're reading the directions together. Everyone, please put your finger on the first word. We're reading together. Ready, KJ? You're not there because you're not looking at your paper. I'm hearing talking. Here we go. Read the time for the activity. Circle AM or PM for the best time of day. Whoever is doing that, and I think it was Brianna, good job reading. Thank you. Very nice. Reading with me. You read right with me. You were an excellent teacher. I like it. Okay, number 1, eating lunch. Do we eat lunch in the AM or the PM? We actually do eat lunch in AM because some people do. Lunch is, for us, it's in the AM, but we're going to do. So let's circle AM for this. Okay, please cut the noise. Jeremiah needs a quiet class. He deserves that. Number 2. Reading a book. Oh, guys, I'm hearing a lot of talking. Shh. Shh. This would be something you would do at night in the afternoon. And if we look at the clock, it says 2 o'clock. If you're home on Saturday at 2 o'clock, is it AM or PM, Hunter? Hunter, is 2 o'clock AM or PM if you're going to read a book outside on Saturday? It is PM. Very good. Brianna, I hear you talking. Jamia, I hear you talking. You don't want to have Jeremiah hear you get in trouble. So we're doing classwork now. No, we're doing classwork now. Okay. And number 3, we're going to read the directions together. Are you ready? Finger on the first word. Here we go. Mark the best activity for the time of day. Jamia, excellent reading on that. Thank you very much. 3 o'clock. 3 a.m. This is 3 in the morning. What are we doing at 3 in the morning?
Sleeping.
What are our choices? And I need, let's see. Let me get to this side. Austin, can you read my choices?
Yeah. Walk the dog.
Uh-huh.
Take a bath. Sleep.
All right. What are we doing at 3 o'clock in the morning, Preston? We are sleeping. Fill in the sleep.
At 3 a.m. in the morning.
Right.
I want my dog.
Okay, moving on.
My dog.
Jeff, Brianna, Preston. Shh. At 3 p.m. What are my choices for 3 p.m.? Rylan, I'll help you with these. Ready? Ride. Can you get that next little letter in there? What does that say? A, very good. Bike. Put on pajamas or eat breakfast. All right? At 3 p.m., this is 3 in the afternoon. What are we doing? Are we riding? Well, I want a hand raised on this, first of all. Do we ride a bike? Do we put on our pajamas, or do we eat breakfast at 3 p.m.? Austin, what do we do at 3 p.m.?
We eat breakfast.
No, 3 p.m. This is in the afternoon.
Ride our bike.
We ride our bike. Please fill in ride a bike. Okay. Very good. Okay, put your hands down, because for these I'm going to call on you. All right? Next one, number 5 says 6:30 a.m. What are my choices, KJ? Attend a party, eat breakfast, or go swimming. What do we do at 6:30 in the morning, Preston?
Eat breakfast.
We eat breakfast. Fill it in. Very good. Guys, I need you to not talk. I'm going to call on you for this. Okay? Oh. I have finished 3, 4, and 5. Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. Moving on to number 6. We're going to read the directions together. Hunter, what can I do for you, darling?
My mom walked her dog at 3 a.m. and when I was on my meetings, I was swimming at 6:30.
That's some crazy.
So she came back
Okay.
in 2 hours.
Guys, we're recording, so we need to get through the lesson for Jeremiah. Let's go to the next part. Put your finger on the directions. And we're reading. Ready? Go. Show the times on the clocks. Write a sentence to answer the questions. Jeff, I heard you loud and clear on that. Good job. Number 6 says, the train left the station in Charlotte at 11:30 p.m. It arrived in Washington, D.C. 8 hours later. What time did the train arrive? Okay, so the first thing we need to, I'm here and talking. The first thing we need to do is mark the clock with the time the train left. And what time did the train leave, Kylie? Look in your story. What does it say? The train left the station at what time? Right here, Kylie, I'm circling it. What does that say? Jamia, what does that say? Up here, I'm circling it. The train left the station at what time? 11, what time? 11:30. So we need to write it up here. And when you write on a clock, you have the shorthand that's the hour hand and the longhand that's the minute hand. So if it left at 11:30 p.m., our clock should have a shorthand pointing to the 11. So draw that in there. And when it's half past the hour, the longhand goes all the way down to the 6. Make it touch. Please write this on your clocks. Brianna, put your hand down, darling. Preston, put your hands down. So if the train got there 8 hours later, we need to start at 11:30 and count 8 hours. So we're going to use our counting, and we go 11:30. What comes after 11:30? 12:30. And we're going on a clock. What comes next? Jamia said it. 1:30, and then 2:30, and then 3:30, and then 4:30, and then 7:30. Great. That is 8. No, that is 8 hours right there. And we said it was at 7:30. So now on our clock, we need to write 7:30. So our hour hand goes a little bit past the 7. And our minute hand points all the way down to the bottom. Please draw that on your clocks for me. Okay. Please write that on your clocks. I am finished with this number 6, yes or no?
Yes.
Good. Okay, going on to the next part. It says, the directions say what? Let's read them together. Ready? Write the time. Circle AM or PM. Okay. So number 1 says, write the time a new day begins. And look at the clock. Can anybody read that clock and tell me what time it is, Jeff?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. So we're going to write 12 o'clock. And is this AM or PM? Mm-mm. AM. AM. That's when a new day begins. That's supposed to be 12 a.m.
Hey, I did it. I just did it.
Good. 12 a.m. Okay. Number 2. The time you might leave for school is written on the clock. We're going to do these. I'm going to have you do this as I do it with you. Look on the clock. Try to decide what hour this is pointing to. What hour is it after? It's not, we're doing this shorthand. 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 Guys, Shorthand is after the 7. Yep, whoever said 7.
If it was on an 8, you know, be like right between the 9 and the 8.
Preston, you're right. You're right. 7:30. And you need to decide if this is AM or PM. Do you leave for school in the AM or PM?
PM.
You leave for school at 7:30 PM?
Miss Howard.
No.
AM.
Raise your hand for me.
AM. PM.
You know what, guys? I'm hearing talking without hands raised. Preston.
I would go back 6:30 in the morning and I leave at 8.
Okay, but is 7:30, do we leave for school in the AM or the PM?
AM.
AM. Make sure you circle AM. Number 3, the time of day is almost over. You're going to look at the clock. You're going to write it in here, and you're going to circle AM and PM. You are doing number 3. Okay. Now let's read the next section on an hourglass. Help me read this. Look over here. Are you ready? Let's see. Let me switch this up and have Brianna read this. Ready, Brianna? Go.
And hourglass measure count
A
set on
length
time, a length of time at
such.
as 1 minute or 1 hour.
They have little bitty ones that measure 1 minute, and they have big ones that measure an hour. That's an hourglass. Have you raise your hand if you've ever seen an hourglass? Don't tell me about it. Just raise your hand, and we'll talk about it later. All right. All right. Now the next one says, show and write the times. Circle AM or PM. Write a sentence to answer the question. And I need Jeff to read this for me. Hockey practice. How many minutes? 30 minutes. Shh, very good. Okay, practice begins. We're going to write 4 o'clock on our clock. And I'll come around and help you. I just want to get the lesson finished for Jeremiah. So practice begins at 4. We're going to write it in here, write it in here, circle it here. And then we're going to find out how much time is in 30 minutes. We're going to write it over here, write it here, write it here. Okay? So, but let's skip down so we can do review for Jeremiah before we close up on this. Okay? Time to review. The direction says what, Hunter? Can you read this for me? Subtract.
Back to 10. Then subtract right
The remaining
main
part. Okay, so you're going to do 13 minus 7. Okay, so we're going 13 and we're going back 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Write the answer in there. And now we're going on to the next one. 15 minus 9. Here's 15. We're going to jump back 9. Count it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's your answer. What are some other ways we can count backwards? We can use our what? Fingerlaters. We can use our touch points. We can use sticks. We can draw dots. I saw a lot of dots when you did your test. Good job on that. Any of those strategies will work. All right? I'm going to help you with the rest of this page, and we're going to say goodbye to Jeremiah. Everybody say bye, Jeremiah.
Bye. I'll see you later.
Have a good day, Jeremiah. We love you.
Love you, John.